driving down a dark road in the woods. Pluto was riding in the back of the car. Bats flew overhead, and owls hooted, and the wind blew through the trees. Ho-ho! We're going to have a good time here, aren't we? I can't do the Donald Duck one.
That's okay.
That's okay. You're doing great. You're doing great.
That's better than I could do.
I did the Mickey, but it's like, I don't know Mickey. No, I can't.
No,
That's
that's
easy.
okay.
I can try to read in Mickey Mouse voice. You want me to try that?
Yes.
Okay. Suddenly, the old car began to sputter. Then it rolled to a stop. Oh. It's a Donald thing, but... What a place to get stuck, said Donald. Mickey took the gas and we're out of gas, he said. They walked down the road looking for help. After a while, they saw a roof above the trees. Let's walk over to that house and ask for some gas, said Donald in a Mickey voice. Just as they reached the end of the path, the moon came out from behind a cloud. There stood the spookiest old house Mickey and Donald had ever seen. That place looks haunted, said Donald. I think I'll just wait here with Pluto. Well, I don't believe in haunted houses, Mickey said. Come with me. Big spooky house. Bigger than this house. Mickey and Donald crept up to the house and peeked into a window. I see light, whispered Mickey. Someone must be home. Pluto was busy sniffing around. He peeked into another window. In the dark, he saw 3 shadows. A fat one, a short one, and a tall, skinny one. Pluto began to bark, and the shadows disappeared. Boo! Boo! That was my phone. Yeah. Pluto's scaring away the ghosties. Donald came over to see why Pluto was buck. He looked in the window, but could not see a thing. Donald and Pluto went to the door. Finally, Mickey rang the bell. All by itself, the door slowly opened. They tiptoed inside. Is anyone home? Called Mickey. No one answered. Then, bang! The door slammed shut. Pluto jumped into Mickey's arms. It's okay, boy, said Mickey. That was just the wind. A large painting was hanging in the hall. Look at that man, cried Donald. I think he's watching us. No nonsense, said Mickey. He walked closer to the painting and poked at the frame. Zoom! The wall spun around and Mickey disappeared. Where's Mickey? Donald cried. He and Pluto rushed to the painting. Donald touched the frame. Zoom! The wall spun around again and Donald and Pluto disappeared. They were in a dark, secret passage. There they found Mickey, too scared to speak, for coming towards them were 3 ghosts. A fat one, a short one, and a tall, skinny one. The ghosts moaned. Hey, I just heard a love down here. Tell them to come up for storage. More than welcome.
Donald and Mickey pushed against the secret door, but it would not open. The ghosts kept inviting closer. They were trapped! Then, Pluto saw a small door before him, and he began to bark.
Pluto's found a way out,
Said Mickey. He and Donald quickly opened the door. Like the story, Ethan? All three jumped through the opening, and suddenly they were falling down, down, down. Oh! Howled Pluto. When finally they reached the bottom, they landed in a large laundry basket. Mickey, Donald, and Pluto peeked out. Creepy spiders were crawling everywhere. Now do you believe in haunted houses? Asked Donald. We'll never get out of here. Well, once more, Pluto came to their rescue. He found an old stairway. Mickey, Donald followed him up the stairs, and at the top of the stairs there was a heavy door. So y'all can see. Mickey and Donald opened the door into a dusty old library. Suddenly, 3 gigantic bats swooped down from the balcony. They all flew around. That's it.
I think so.
Pluto grabbed one of the bats and shook it back and forth. Sawdust flew around him.
Now I know this house isn't haunted.
Cried Mickey.
These bats are fakes, and they're stuffed with sawdust.
Pluto saw a ghost on the balcony, and he barked and barked.
I think someone is trying to scare us away,
Said Mickey. Well, I'm scared, said Donald. Let's go. It was Goofy, I told him. Ghosts. But before they could go anywhere, a giant skeleton danced into the room. Oh, he tickled his legs, he tickled his arms. Get out of the house, he cried. Well, Pluto hid behind Mickey and Donald. They backed away from the skeleton and bumped into a metal door. You would think Pluto would be happy because it was bones. The door flew open and they stumbled over 3 large piles of bags.
Why, these are money bags from the bank,
Cried Mickey. The skeleton came in glaring at them. He had taken off his skeleton mask.
I knew this house was not really haunted,
Said Mickey.
You're the one who's been playing tricks to scare us away from here. I bet you are a bank robber.
Well, that's right, said the fat crook.
Okay.
We're almost done, Noy. Well, he called his 2 friends and they came in. They were still wearing their ghost costumes.
What are you gonna do?
Asked Mickey. We're gonna dump you in the river, said the leader. Then we'll look for a new hideout. The fat banker robber grabbed Mickey. The short one grabbed Donald. The tall, skinny one tried to grab Pluto. No, is this the end for Mickey and his pals? If only Goofy was here, he'd help him. But Pluto was too fast for him. He ran under his legs and grabbed a money bag and raced out of the house. The leader called to his skinny partner. Forget about that dumb dog, he said. Help me tie up these 2 troublemakers. The robbers tied Mickey and Donald together with a long rope. Uh-oh, y'all. Think Pluto's gonna get help? As soon as they were alone again, Mickey and Donald shouted for help. But who could possibly hear them? The robbers were busy packing up their stolen money. At last, Mickey and Donald stopped shouting. They knew it was hopeless. I wonder what happened to Pluto, said Donald.
Well, I hope he got away,
said Mickey.
Not looking good for you kids.
After a long time, the gang came back to get Mickey and Donald. But just as they reached the door, they heard the sound of barking. Pluto raced into the room. The sheriff and his men were close behind. Pluto ran to Mickey and Donald. "Pluto!" cried Donald. "You came to our rescue." Pluto was very glad that Mickey and Donald were safe. He kissed them over and over again. It's a good dog, Pluto. The bank robbers tried to run away, but the sheriff's man was too fast for them. The sheriff? He's a lawman. He's the one who catches the bad guys and puts them in timeout for a long time. And they caught the robbers and led them to the car in handcuffs. After Mickey and Donald had been untied, the sheriff scratched Pluto's head. "You sure have a smart dog," he said. "When he brought me a money bag, I knew we had found the bank robbers. I've been looking all over for that gang." Crime doesn't pay. By the time the sun came up, the old house did not look haunted anymore. The sheriff held up the money bag that Pluto had brought to him. "The bank has asked me to give this to you as a reward for catching the robbers," he said.
Oh, golly,
said Mickey.
oh, thank you.
The sheriff also gave them some gas so they could drive home. On the way, they brought a bone for Pluto, as he was the one. What? But they caught the bad guys. I mean, Pluto was the one who caught the robbers, and he deserved the reward, don't you think? And that's the end. They all lived happily ever after. The end.
Peppa, did you like that story? Amy, did you like that story?
Oh, I saw the K2 right now. Yeah.
Did y'all like that?
Can you light up the K2 if you did?
Casting eerie shadows. That light is casting eerie shadows, isn't it? You're going off now. You were listening to the story, weren't you? Because as soon as he was done, you set off the K2 and started talking to us. Was he good? Can we give him a clap of applause?
Thank you, thank you.